Are you not going to do the intro? Are you still mad? Hail, fair lords and ladies, Lord Wally Wallace here. As you can plainly see, my unwashed companion is clearly upset. Through no fault of my own, of course. So, it is with great honor that I, Lord Wally Wallace, stalwart defender of the seven sacred realms, shall introduce you all to a familiar tale we like to call Will It Poultry Leg. Pray, lend me your ears for the crude primitive rhythms to follow. Now, let us begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's contenders are... Coming up from the south with a bold fermented flavor, we dive into the Lone Star State's very own Texas Pete. With a stunning combination of chili peppers and bold roasted flavors, we set fire to the ring with High Desert Sauceco's Fire Roasted Red. Combining a deadly concoction of pineapple, orange, pomegranate molasses, and the Trinidad 7-pot pepper, this contestant utilizes some serious heat. It's 708 Optimus Primo.
Fine. I suppose that was a good enough intro. What's up, lords and ladies? I am Pixel the Paladin, here for episode 4 of Will It Chicken Wing Poultry Leg. Ha! As if anyone understood what you said, Wally. Here we are for episode 4. Now, starting today, Texas Pete. What's in Texas Pete today? We have vinegar, aged peppers, water. They actually don't tell you what the chilies are, but we can all kind of guess what they are. So, Texas Pete. I've had it before. I know it's good. Classic vinegar sauce. In fact, very similar to some of the sauces we've had in the past. Let's give it a try on a chicken wing. Wally. Yep. Big, bright, acidic, vinegary, very mild spice. You can find this on chicken wings all over the globe. All over the, yeah, all over the globe. Good one, Lee. You can find this sauce all over. It's good. It's available. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's get into the judgments. What are the judgments? Heat, flavor, how good is it on a chicken wing? Well, the heat of Texas Pete, low. Let's put it at a 1. In fact, perhaps the most mild sauce I think we've had so far. This might even qualify as a 0.5. This is not spicy. I have the very faintest tickle of heat on my cheeks. What's the flavor? Flavor's absolutely what you would expect. We got a flavor that's probably a 4 out of 10. It's not big, it's not crazy exciting, but it's pretty satisfying. And that's where we lead to how good is it on a chicken wing? This is pretty tasty. This is a solid 5. It's an average sauce, it's an average score. Pick it up, put it on chicken wings, put it on your favorite burger, make it into like any kind of nice sauce. This is tasty, nothing wrong with this at all. Great start. To the next one. Transition. Gotta love a classic chicken wing sauce. Right. Anyway, here we are for episode number 4. Forget what you're doing. Why even try? Why are we doing this? Forget your own damn lines. All right, lords and ladies, sauce number 2. So we have High Desert Sauceco, Fire Roasted Red. So for the first time, we have a big combination of chili peppers here. In the past, we've had 1 or 2 when those peppers might or may not have played as nicely. Here, we have poblano peppers, jalapeno peppers, habanero peppers, Carolina Reaper peppers, ghost chili peppers, along with some vinegar, tomato, onions, garlic, salt, and the like. So here we have a whole bunch of chilies together in a kind of a flavor concoction to see what's going on. I imagine that this sauce, fire roasted red, will be complex. It's going to be hopefully pretty spicy, and I bet pretty good on a chicken wing. Let's find out. Now, before the flavor really gets to me, you can absolutely see the char. Ooh, and you can taste the heat. Ooh, that's delicious. Spicy. Wow. The tomato is actually quite forward. Chili's coming across in waves. Big surge of heat. It's an oxygen spice. The more you breathe in, the much hotter it gets. Woo! Delicious. Yeah, that's excellent. This is a hot sauce. Okay, so heat out of 10. I'm gonna mull this around for another second because the longer I breathe, the hotter this gets. So as an oxygen spice, and as something that has clearly some major heat behind it, I'm gonna put this at about a 5, maybe a 5.5. And by the end of Wing 2, it could even be a 6. Boy, that's a lovely sauce. That's a lovely sauce. Tomatoes, garlic, a collage of chilies. You get all kinds of heat, all kinds of flavor. Flavor's got to be a 6 or even a 7. A lot of flavor there. Very, very good. Heat, I think we're going to put maybe a 6. It's giving me a little bit of a run for my money here. Flavor, 6. Heat, 6. How good is that on a chicken wing? Boy, 6. I think that's a 6 across the board. That is an excellent hot sauce. I imagine this would also be very good on street tacos. I imagine this would also be very good in some sour cream to dip some chips in. This is an excellent hot sauce. I would highly recommend this. Chicken wings, it'll punish you a little bit. Oh yeah, you can hear it. It's nice, it's hot, it's lovely, it's super flavorful. Great job. Vinegar, tomatoes, garlic, kosher salt. Ooh, gonna need some beer after that. Woo! Excellent. Transition. All right, lords and ladies, here we go. I told you it was coming, and here it is. We have All Natural Heat Hot Sauce Shop, the Epic Series 708 Optimus Primo Hot Sauce. Bum, bum, bum. Now, along with some orange juice, onion, pineapple juice, this has Trinidad 7 Pot Primo peppers. Now, we're into some super hot heat territory. So, before we begin, let me give, still got a little bit of this on my tongue. Woo! Before we begin, let me give a quick explanation of super hot chilies.
He's stalling.
I'm not stalling. I promise. The deal with super hots is they're going to affect every single person differently. You might be able to have a super hot chili, such as the Pot Primo pepper, and it might not hit you as hard as, say, a Ghost, as, of course, a Carolina Reaper. There are different things that happen to different people with super hot chilies. I myself am very weak to bird's eye chilies. Bird's eye chilies wreck me. I am very intrigued, and I've had this chili before, but I'm very intrigued to see where I sit on the scale. I haven't had a chili like this in a good long while, so I'm expecting either devastation, or maybe I'll make my way through it. All right, lords and ladies, here we go. Wing number 3, the Pot Primo pepper. Oof, duh. Now, immediately, I must admit, I am not a big fan of the flavor of this chili. This chili, specifically to me, has this very earthy, burnt, kind of acrid flavor to it. It's not the most pleasing. There are some nice flavors in this. This is actually a pretty well crafted sauce. The heat, unlike an oxygen spice, is going to come in a big, slow wave. This kind of heat is going to affect me for a long, long time after this, and hopefully I can come out unscathed. So, initial thoughts. Pretty tasty sauce. I don't like the chili's flavor, but there's a lot of good things in here. The orange juice, the pineapple juice really help. Lovely acidity to it. You can immediately tell this is a super hot sauce. Almost immediately, I have sweat forming at my brow. However, I'm going to be honest with you. I might fare a little better. It's definitely creeping. Ooh, it's coming. I might fare a little better than I thought here. There it comes. Wow. That's hot. Will we finally break our 7? Maybe. Heat on the heat scale. I'm going to leave heat for last. Flavor. There's some good things in this. I actually don't mind the flavor at all. There's the heat. There it all comes. Washing over me like a wave. Woo! Oh yeah. So there's a lot of good things in this. The orange juice is really nice. The pineapple juice is really nice. You can taste the molasses that's in this sauce. There's some sweetness. There's some coriander, definitely. There's a lot going on in this sauce, and it's very tasty. Even though I myself am not the biggest fan of that chili, this is probably a 4.5. This is a very tasty super hot sauce. Too often, super hots get into the trap where it's just the super hot chili, it's just a pepper mash. That is a well thought out sauce. A lot of flavor, a lot of heat. Woo, we're suffering at the moment. Losing my train of thought just a little bit. We're at pretty comfortable 7 territory. This is the hottest sauce we've had on this show so far. However, I'm doing better than I thought I would. There's enough other flavors in this that my tongue is still trying to get around it. It's probably a 4.5. It's pretty tasty. Heat is probably a 7, maybe a 7.25. It's hot. I'm sweating. If I had 2 or 3 more of these, I'd probably be in agony. How good is it on the chicken wing? That was pretty good, actually. My speech is going to become much quicker. You can tell. My posture changes. It's hot. I'm cresting the wave right now. It's rolling over me. I'm left with a mouthful of heat. Good sauce. Good chicken wing. That was a pretty solid chicken wing. I think that's like a 5.5. Maybe close to a 6. I'm actually more impressed with that chicken wing than I thought I would be. Heat is a 7. Flavor, 4.5. Yeah, very good sauce. Good heat, good flavor, good chicken wing. All around pretty damn good for our first super hot sauce. Woo! We made it, Wally. I was a little nervous about that. I'm gonna go sweat this off for a second. Woo! Boy, good sauces today. Some good heat. I honestly, these chicken wings were so good. I don't really remember why I was mad at you, Wally, but you did a good job with the intro. I guess I'm not too upset by this. So, next week, hopefully gonna try some more sauces. Hopefully gonna have some more heat. Hopefully, not gonna find any mystery bills on my credit card.
No promises.
Hopefully, we continue to explore nice, varied sauces that have lots of different unique uses. This sauce would be lovely on street tacos. This sauce would be lovely on barbecue. There's a lot of applications for these sauces that I think in the future we're going to continue to explore. Going to do some pizza, going to do some barbecue, going to do some street tacos, or something else. Going to grill some chicken, going to try all kinds of things. So, if you like what we're doing, lords and ladies, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all the views. Leave a comment below what sauces you'd like me to try next, what I should cook, what I should try. I'm in for the long haul. So let's try all kinds of things. I am Pixel the Paladin. This is my house seal, Wally. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.